Welcome everybody to another exciting episode of the Bay's Fuego y Sonrisa podcast. You guys, your boy, Fuego.
And el otro hombre, Sonrisa.
Wow!
Let's go!
Hope everybody's doing good today. It's very nice to catch up with you guys again. I hope you guys all started off a good year as well. And if you didn't, I hope it gets better. I mean, we just started, so there's no rush. Especially with some madness going on and stuff out there. I mean, I'm not really trying to go deep in it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I mean, I hope nothing for the best for you guys. And what about you, Mr. Sonrisa? How's your new year going?
Shit, it's been going good. I've been able to finally pay off some debts that I owed. It took me a whole year to pay off, but man, I feel so liberated. I wish we had more financial literacy in school, because I probably wouldn't have gotten into so much debt.
That's for real.
But no, I'm hella happy. Started off a new year. I got a job in October working for the county in Cocoa, so I'm still doing that. I'm excited to announce that Cocoa County will be starting to have vaccines soon at DVC. So if you guys want to check that out, and if you're interested in getting a vaccine, make sure to call your Contra Costa County and set that up, because that's where we're there. We're there for you guys. If you have any questions, there's nurses. But yeah, we're there just because, you know, we signed up. That's kind of what we signed up for. So yeah, guys, just check us out. Say hi, and let's get started on the right year. And if we all can get, you know, closer to, you know, stay healthy and continue to do what we do, hopefully things will start opening up again like we want.
Yeah. I'll look. Is there like a link or anything that you can check online for? Like,
yeah.
how do you sign up?
If anything, what I'm gonna do is I'll probably send you a link for the county, Cocoa County, and then just kind of get that started so people can set up appointments and stuff like that. Because it's really like, I know some places, like some counties do walk-ins, but we're working like our asses off to get more people, and we're pulling resources as much as we can because we want to get this right. So the people that we're working testing sites, we're just kind of like moving resources around so that we can accommodate to the people who do want to get tested. You know what I'm saying? And people who want to get tested can go to one site, and then if you're confident in getting a vaccine, we can take care of you that way too. So yeah, just make an appointment. That's the best way to do anything. Even if it says walk in, whatever, make an appointment. If you want to guarantee spot, want to guarantee like for sure you're going to be seen and everything, appointments. And that's my spiel of that.
Hell yeah. So if anybody's interested, we'll have a link with this podcast. Also, you guys can DM us too on Instagram. So yeah, you know, we'll have all the information for you guys for whoever's willing. And, you know, if you choose not to, you know, we're not, you know, there's no judging over here. Just, you know, just stay safe if anything. Just keep being safe until...
Exactly.
Yeah, until, you know, hopefully things do reopen, because, you know...
Man, I was thinking about this the other day. So, the last time I went out for a restaurant was my birthday last year.
Wow.
Because before that is before, like
right before.
Yeah, like 2 weeks before all the shutdowns happened. So that was the last time I went to actually sit in a dining restaurant and like have some food and everything. So I get it, you guys, and I get, you know, getting cabin fever and shit like that, and just trying to deal with like finding ways to manage that anxiety and stress. You know, walking in nature, talking to people, staying in contact with people you've lost in touch. It's kind of what helps, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's something that you've been doing to kind of mitigate the cabin fever.
I guess for myself, well, at first it started with alcohol. But then, you know,
shit.
I mean, you know, like, but then it gets old too after a while. Like, I mean, I still go like to a friend's house or whatever, but nothing like huge gatherings. I wasn't doing huge gatherings. But then also too, just kind of like building myself up. Yeah, kind of building myself up, kind of working on like my businesses and like, well, not businesses, but I guess my side hustles for right now. That's kind of what really motivated me throughout the pandemic, because I was like, if there's nothing to really do and I can't really go out and, you know, I understand everybody's being safe,
Right.
even the ladies. You know what I'm saying? I know they gotta be safe too. So
Yeah.
of course, you know, they're gonna stay home. So you know, I kind of just figured like, hold up, like maybe I'm seeing everything differently. Maybe I should just you know, kind of level up a little bit. So that's just basically what it's been my whole like. That's how I've been able to deal with it. Yeah. So instead of because I mean I try to because when I wasn't working at Marina,
Right.
because I quit like the end of October, like right before Halloween, and I barely just got employed. So that was my Happy New Year treat.
Hey. Happy New Year to yourself, son. Get that money, honey.
Yeah, hell yeah. No money, no honey.
Exactly.
So yeah, I was like, I started getting bored at the house, you know, and then I was like, well, until I get a job, let me just start working on my other passions, and that's really helped me out,
Right.
especially towards like the end of the year. So I mean, you know, for people who don't want to do that,
Right.
that's a lot. You know, you can read. Again, you can do like Zoom parties. I know that gets old too, but I don't know. Maybe try and meet somebody else new online, or like you said, reconnect with somebody you haven't talked to in a while, or I don't know, or give somebody a chance who wants to talk to you. Like if a guy's been blowing you up and you're in the fence, I mean, maybe you answer his phone call, or if you're that, or vice versa. You know,
Yeah.
if a girl's really hitting you up and you're a dude, and you know, both of you guys ain't got nothing to do. I mean, yeah, an hour or something just to like joke around. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's a lot of activities you can do. But yeah, it's excuse me. That's just what I've been doing. Yeah, I want to hold it around.
Can I ask you something?
What's up?
So you said you've been refocusing on things that you kind of were doing on the side, but you weren't really like completely focused on, maybe because you had other distractions.
Yeah.
What made you put that into focus?
I got to the point where I got tired of living. I would say to me for myself. I guess I just came to the conclusion where I was like, all right, I'm almost 30. Like I've been having fun for a cool amount of time now. You
Right.
know? You know, I have a daughter too. Like I gotta eventually.
Shout out to all the single dads out there. Hey, nah.
Mamas too.
Can't forget the ladies.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Don't forget to call the hotline, ladies. Lava line. No, I'm kidding.
We don't do no cloud chasing though, so
that's
all I
that's
gotta
right.
say,
That's
you know what I'm
damn
saying?
straight.
So,
Keep it 100.
yeah, so I mean I'm a busy guy, but
Oh, excuse
I'll
me.
I'll figure something out.
He said he puts the fast and fast track.
So but yeah, you know, that's just basically how to the point that I got.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, all right, well I'm almost gonna be 30. Like, you know, I'm really not really doing nothing with my life. Like. Like that I want to do, that I actually want to do. And I was like, you know, I kind of want certain other things in my life too. And I also had to think about my daughter's future too. So I also got to work on different things. So that's kind of what really inspired me to really get in the zone. I also had like other like conversations, I guess, too, just like figuring it out. And yeah, and I was just like, bro, like, all right, well, I already had hella fun. Like, I mean, I don't mind still like kicking it on the weekend, or you know things happen.
Yeah.
Like I'm still down, like hell yeah. But yeah, I'm more like goal driven now. Like I'm just like all in. Like
Yeah, I noticed like a spark in you now. I mean, before I felt like you were somebody who had ambition but never really fulfilled it to its potential. You know what I'm saying? You were always ambitious. I always seen you. When you work on a project, you go all the way. You try to go all the way to the extent. But I also noticed that you were struggling between the fact that you had, you had a social situation where maybe for you going out was your release valve, so to speak. Like that was your way to get out all the stress. That was your way to socialize. That was a way to meet up with people. But I noticed that part of that release valve, I guess, was I don't know how would I explain it. It was taking up a good portion of your time.
yeah,
It was like a vacuum. So instead of becoming a release valve, it sucked out all the air, and so you kind of lost a little bit of ambition and driven. But it seems now with this, even though in these I don't even know how to describe it. These crazy times.
Yeah.
I call it crazy times because
Real.
it's like we're living through something where it happens usually once in every 100 years, but
It happened to us.
But it's so crazy because I think about this like you went through this. Yeah, you know, it sucks you can't go out. It sucks that, you know, things are closed or whatever. But in a way, for you, and I'm talking about you in particular, because you know, context always matters to the individual.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But for you, in a way, if you didn't go through something like this, you probably wouldn't have came back or found that spark that was kind of, I wouldn't say lost, but just hidden.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
I would say lost. It was honestly, I almost got to the point where I was done. Like, I was done. I was not trying to do like my eBay, or I wasn't trying to work on podcasts, or I wasn't trying to do Freestyle Fridays. Like, I almost got to that point. Like, I almost got to that point where I was like, man, screw all that. Like, I'm cool. I'm chilling. Like, I'm living. Like, you know, I got a cool job. Like, you know, I was also thinking of moving to the city too. Like, I was like, man, I'll just go start my life out there.
Yeah, I remember we had a few conversations about that too. Yeah.
So I was just like, hey, I'll just settle here. But then I was like, nah. Like, I don't know. It just hit me one day after one of my, like, drinking days. Like, I was hella hungover, and I just, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm almost 30. Like, I mean, I'm not saying at 30 you need to change your whole life. I say enjoy your life until you want to, you know. But for myself, I was just like, all right, well, I'm almost 30. Like, all right, I've been having a lot of fun for a long time. Like, maybe it's time to, like, really get something going, something that I really want to do. And I always want to do what I'm doing now. I just never did it. So, that was a good question. Yeah, that's just
do you think the fact that, so first, you know, let's just be, you know, we're living through a pandemic. That's kind of weird. But then the fact that, again, so sorry, I'm kind of all over the place here.
No worries.
But I'm trying to think about how to say this. The fact that kind of put everything into perspective. Did that help you realize, you know, that you are not, is the person that you are right now doesn't just affect who you are, but affects the people around you, including your family and everything?
Yeah, especially your loved ones, like the ones who really care for you. Like you, for example, my daughter, for example, my brother. Like, I didn't notice if I wasn't working, and I was just, like, I guess living it out, like severing it out. Like, I remember I was telling you, like, I'm like, man, I don't even care if I lose my spot. Like,
bro,
like I'll go
I was like,
street.
wait, what?
Yeah,
you know how to pull you out of that.
Because I wasn't like saying like, oh, I don't care. It just, I really didn't care if I lost everything, because I figured if I didn't hit rock bottom, then that means I would never get it, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So that was my main thing. I was like, I have to get it no matter what, and even if it means that I lose my spot and I lose everything, fuck it. Like, then as long as I hit rock bottom, but I pick myself up, because that's kind of what I wanted. I kind of wanted a challenge. But then I realized, like, over time, like, and even with you when you were telling me, like, over time I was like, you know, there's people you're affecting if you just stop working and not pay your bills. Like, so you need to go get a job. And I was like, yeah, that's true. I can't just be like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna live wherever I want and then figure it out. I was like,
bro,
nah.
I lived rock bottom, bro. So I know. I mean, it's for a little bit, but like I was, you know, I've been in a situation where I had to sleep in my car, and that shit. I'm telling you, bro, that shit is like. It's kind of embarrassing, right? You got if you want to have people over, you're like, hey, you want to go to my spot. You can't really say you got a spot, and then you got everything in your car. Second, that shit is hard on your fucking knees. Like, sleeping in your car, you gotta like elevate your knees, because if not, you could start like retaining water and shit. In your legs when you sleep, just like sitting down, it's not good, bro. And then I was like, I'm like, bro, this is my best friend. I gotta this is my Hail Mary. I gotta make sure he doesn't go through all this shit that I went through, because that shit it's rough, man. And then the cold, and then, you know, you gotta deal with the weather, and you don't have like a shower, or you don't have a sink to do your basic necessities, you know. And then sometimes we take that shit for granted, and then we hit rock bottom, and then a fucking shower is like, oh my god, a godsend, bro.
Oh yeah,
a hot shower, bro. After like sleeping on, like, it's crazy how you appreciate, like, when you come back from that, you appreciate like small things more. But I didn't want you to go through that. I felt like you went through enough suffering. I didn't want you to go through more suffering, you know?
Yeah. I'm just crazy like that.
Because it is not. I mean, it's suffering. You're suffering. You are suffering, and then it's just you suffer, and then the people that see you suffer because they don't want you to go through that.
Yeah. No.
So I've been in that situation where, I was. I kind of understand what your thought was about that because I had the same idea, but then the unintended consequences was, I made my family suffer too, and I made them worried and stuff like that, and that was my bad. I shouldn't have been so selfish to the point where, I was doing things that weren't just affecting me, but I was affecting the people around me. I was too blind at that. In that spot to realize that. So I didn't want you to go through the same thing because that shit is like affecting you have free will or whatever, but affecting other people around you that I don't know, man. It's just a different way to, you may not be able to get them to see what you see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean it took me like a little while. I mean it took me like a couple months, like a month or two. Then it really hit me like, all right, like I might lose my spot. Like, I mean, I didn't think I was going to lose it soon because, we have the whole eviction protection.
Yeah.
But even then, I was just still like, nah, but I'm like, I don't want to be bad with, like, my landlord. I'm like, and then, I still got to pay for, like, Neve stuff. I was like, nah, I got to go get a job. But, yeah, I mean, it was cool. I lasted, you know what I'm saying? I had a cool vacation. I'm not going to lie. I finished off the year not working after working for hella long. So it felt nice. Felt nice.
Yeah, I mean I guess that was the one thing when I lost my job between March and then after March and then it took me a while to get a job. That was the one good thing. Like you can wake up late and do look for jobs and stuff like that at your own pace, which was it was cool because usually you gotta wake up at 7, hella traffic, people are honking and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it sometimes getting out of the routine was. It was helpful, in that aspect. But man, being unemployed fucking sucks, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, it's cool. You're at your house or whatever, and the government is helping you. But I mean, you can't really rely on the. I don't want to get too into politics, but you can't really rely on other people to be helping you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to be the one changing course. If something happens. To you got to figure out what's going on, and if you need help, you got to seek help because there is help. Yeah. But you got to be the one that has to be the catalyst to change.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it starts from within.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
I would say too, what really helped me out was my whole mindset. Like having the time alone gave me time to reflect on what I think about and what I value and how I perceive life.
Yeah.
It gave me all that time to really understand myself and see what the hell I'm thinking about and what the hell I'm doing with my life. So it was still pretty cool. Like, I mean, I know I wasn't working, but I was still doing personal development because I knew there was a lot of work I still had to put into myself if I even wanted to consider going for what I'm doing now. Like, if I didn't take that time, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of things happen for a reason, but I feel like that was one of the coolest things I could have ever done for my life because when I stopped everything and I just took that time off, I really, really was able to like meditate and watch, or watch videos of things that I wanted to become. And yeah, I just started going with that flow. And I feel like that's something I would say for a lot of people. I mean, I don't really want to tell people what to do, but I feel like that's something that a lot of people take for granted that they don't like even consider doing for themselves. Like everybody wants to talk about how they want to grow and how they want to achieve things, but they don't ever put in the work. Like they don't put in the time to really meditate, to really get to know themselves, to really figure out what they want. Like, and the reason I say is because that's how I was. I would tell people like, hey, or like I always used to tell you like, oh yeah, let's do the podcast, and I was like, or oh hey, like I'm gonna do this Freestyle Fridays, and then I went like 2 months without doing them, and it was just my mindset at the time, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, but I never really put in the work to figure out how to become a better person in those aspects of my life. So that's what I did, like, and that's now it's showing. Like you said. Now you see me now. I'm like more active, like, or I even tell people right now, like, I'm only running on like 3-4 hours of sleep now, not because I want to, but because I don't know. It's just I can't sleep. Like I'm just like on the go. Like I got things. Like I got things to do. Like I'm working, and I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, we all need our 8 hours, so hopefully one day my body doesn't let me wake up. so I can, so I can sleep. So I can sleep. Because I'm kind of tripping out. I'm not gonna lie. but like that's what I did. Like it may have looked like. Not. I mean, I don't know for you. Like but I kind of like thought like how would people perceive me if they knew I didn't work. But at the same time too, I'm like, but they don't know what work I'm putting in. Like. I'm meditating every night. I'm writing things. I'm reading these books. I'm going out. I'm finding new items to like resell. Like I'm putting in work because I know it's gonna pay off later. So that's hella work I did like in those months. Man, you don't even know, man. I put in hella work.
I think it was, in a way,
it was the coolest blessing ever.
It was definitely something where you had to definitely go through. Cool. But I think you were also kind of in a way, and I don't like using this word, but I think it's the right word in the situation. Mm-hmm. I think you were kind of forced in that situation. Mm-hmm. I think it's either adapt, or it's kind of like probably like an evolutionary thing where your body was like, hey, you got to get your shit together. Like you better adapt or die. This is the time. This is where you got to shine. Mm. And so you start to realize, hey, this ride ain't gonna last forever. So you better start hustling. You better start finding ways to flip shit. You better start finding ways to be a better person, because this lifestyle is not gonna be, you can't do that for like, like let's say you're 50 years old, right?
I mean, yeah.
You can't be. I mean, your body works different when you're 50 than when you're 28, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So you can't be living that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, no. Plus it gets old. Plus it gets old too. Like you're getting towed up every single weekend, like, and then you go back to work, and then you're like, oh man, why'd I get towed up all weekend? I could have done stuff. And then it's Friday again, and you're like, fuck it, I'm getting towed up again. And then it's like, oh, well now it's Monday again. And it's like, crap, it's already been like these years. Like I was working at Marina for like almost 4 years. I'm like, damn, I did.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that was fast.
Sometimes it's so easy to get caught up in the momentum of things, and when I say momentum, it's just like the habits. We develop habits, and sometimes we don't even realize we're doing something until we realize it, and then we can change, right?
Yeah.
The links that we have, our neurons sometimes are just. We're linked to do things because we developed habits over time. We rewarded ourselves. However we did that, and so we just do things without even thinking until either someone points something out or there's a realization or we read something. Then that's when you can start to reflect upon yourself and really change. Yeah, I understand what you're saying though about like the whole self-growth thing. Like some people say, yeah, I'm gonna self-grow, blah 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 blah, da 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 da, and then they're doing the same shit they're doing like last year. It's like, where's the growth? What are you talking about, self-growth? Are you just trying to say that to sound like
you're doing something?
Yeah, to sound like you're doing something. Is that your out?
Yeah.
Or what do you mean by self-growth? And
what aspect?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Are you reading? Are you trying to develop?
Yeah.
What's your? Did you reflect on somebody? Are you trying to be? And I don't even like saying better person because better is so ambiguous that it doesn't like. Some of the people that were the worst in history think they were doing the right thing. So
yeah.
So what do you mean by better? Better than what? Better than who you were, or better than who you are, or what are you trying to be? To achieve a goal, you have to be as specific as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Break it down into small achievable goals, and then that's how you do it. But if you say better, or you say I want to be fit, or I want to be healthy, these are all like. You know what you're doing to yourself. You're saying shit ambiguously on purpose, so that way if you don't do it, you can't say I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? You say I am healthy, or whatever, and then but you're not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're kind of like copping yourself out. But if you say I'm gonna work out 2 to 3 times a week, and I'm gonna there's gonna be weeks that are gonna be better than others. I'm not gonna be so hard on myself. If I miss it, I fuck up.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna double down, and I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna give it my best. That's when you really know. But if you half-ass things, you know what you're doing. When you lie, you know what you're doing. When you point a finger, you got three fingers pointing back at you. So that's my whole thing.
No, I hear you. No, I hear you. I mean, that's just like my. So I'm just gonna be honest. Like my goal or the slogan for this year was supposed to be 2021 Year of the Ladies, which I mean, I guess it's still there because I thought about it. But my main one now that I'm gonna follow is leveling up, and whatever. I'm not saying every aspect of your life, but whatever you really want to get good at. Like, if you want to become a better basketball player, then all right, that's my leveling up. You know, I'm gonna go and stay consistent and do all that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I say leveling up, and I mean, I want it for everybody, but I would say more for like men. I would say this is more for them because they're like men, like we're like providers, like we have to be like out there, like we have to be making this money, and then it's just like, I mean, we can settle. I mean, like I said, it's not for everybody. I'm not saying go out there and hustle your life out, but if you have like a side passion that you really want to do and you're just not doing it, well, it's like, come on, like just go do it, like go level up, like just do it, like it's your freaking life.
And there's different ways to go about it too. Like if you have a side passion, you
don't have to make money either. Just do it. You know?
Yeah, the whole point is to just do it.
Just do it.
Just be fucking Nike.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we ain't sponsored by them though. But Nike be hearing us, what's up?
Hey Nike, what? No, I'm just kidding. No, we ain't doing that. But what I'm saying is like, the whole point is just to start, and then once you start doing something, you're gonna get the momentum, and I just you know.
Yeah.
You gotta hit the start button and then just keep going.
Honestly, I don't even think about it no more. Like everything I do, I don't think about it no more. Like I think of the problem that I have with that at the moment, like whatever it is in my life at that moment, but I don't think about it like, oh, I gotta do it. Like I don't know how to explain. I basically just don't make it so big because then I won't do it. I just start small.
You made it so automatic for yourself by creating habits that reward that type of behavior too. Yeah. So what you have, so there's a thing where maybe before you weren't doing as consistently, so it wasn't. It was like a forethought versus now it's become. You work those neural pathways to the point where it's becoming a habit, and where you don't have to think, you don't have to put so much thought into doing something, whereas it's just becoming automatic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
So I think there's also a neurophysiology that's.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I can go super deep. Like I mean, it's just a lot to talk about. But if anybody's ever really interested in like how I got to this point, you know what I'm saying, just shoot me a DM or you know what I'm saying, hit me up. Like, and I could tell you exactly what I did because I do a lot to get to this point. Yeah, it's not like a overnight thing. I do a lot of not hella stuff, but I do a lot of stuff to make sure I'm consistent in what the hell I'm doing. But one thing I incorporated that hella helped me out was every night and every morning I'll play like positive affirmations. Like I'll put on my headphones and then I'll just like wake up because you're like in theta, so your mind or your subconscious is more like susceptible to like basically receive everything that you're hearing at the moment. So by hearing these positive affirmations, like your mind is slowly just becoming or being able to think those thoughts like without you even trying, because it's hard to do it while you're fully awake and dealing with life, but at those times are the best. And then you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, I am great, oh yeah, I am amazing, or oh yeah, I am a hard worker, oh hey, like I am confident, like stuff like that. Like it's just in you already. You're like, oh, what the hell? So it's kind of like a cheat code, I ain't gonna lie.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's really what helped me out. That's like one of the biggest things that's helped me out with that.
I think there's something to that.
Once I incorporated that.
It's funny that we're talking about habits and changing. One of the things that I've been trying to incorporate is like 15 minutes before I go to sleep, not to touch my cell phone, not to look at a screen, and to purposefully keep myself in like darkness. And what I mean by darkness is like turning off
to the dark side.
Talking to Darth Vader. I mean turning off all the lights, no noise, no like, try not to do like hella activities, try to keep a light. Pretty much just try to do very minimal things and trying to just allow myself to be in quiet and stillness.
Yeah, sick. That's
because cool. I mean, I noticed the difference when if I sleep 15 minutes, if I turn on my phone or put it away to where I don't see it, 15 minutes before I go to bed, I sleep way better than if I try to go to sleep right after I look at the screen.
Oh yeah, nah, no way.
There's no fucking way. My brain is racing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the light. I don't know if it's because I'm looking at social media or dating apps or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think that's part of it, where it's like you start thinking about yourself and do I gotta do this and I gotta do that and blah 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 and all that just like I don't even know what to call it, just talk. It's just talking.
It's funny. My bad to interrupt. But
No, go ahead.
it's just because you said social media. The one thing I did really kick off though was social media. I'm barely on it now. Like I really like I'm away from it. Yeah, like that's honestly one of the biggest things. I'm telling you, hell shit. Hell shit. But anyway, yeah.
No, that's good, bro.
But yeah, just to make it short, yeah. I just like.
I believe it. I mean, social media. I think what the problem with social media. I mean, it's cool because you get to connect with people, right? That was the whole point.
Yeah.
Like when we were on MySpace and we were creating our own pages and we were putting songs on our fucking pages and shit.
Hell yeah.
And we were talking to Tom and everybody else on our friends list.
Top friends and everything.
That was the whole thing with social media in the beginning was to be able to connect with people you weren't able to connect with. But now, social media algorithm has changed and we can go into that's a whole different conversation. But
yeah.
But like for example, Instagram is all visual, which in a way is cool because you get to see people doing things. But I think subconsciously you are comparing yourself. You probably don't even know you're doing it, to be honest with you. You start comparing your life to that person's best life, and you don't realize that they also have mundane and dull moments. But you don't see that. You don't see the mundane and the dull and the white noise, so to speak.
Yeah.
You see everybody having fun, going to parties, going to beaches, and maybe some people they do it in a positive way, but when you start maybe you start subconsciously comparing yourself to them, and that's when it's all bad because you can't really compare someone else to who you are, right? We know this logically, we know this rationally, but when we see someone going out to parties and going out and going to beaches and stuff like that, and then you're like in your bed or whatever, that shit kind of gets to you after your brain is getting overloaded with information.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just stopping that shit, like, and just trying to really assess who you are and what you want to do. I think that's probably one of the best things you can do for yourself.
Yeah, that's honestly the thing you should do. Fuck social media. I mean, I like social media, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like it. No diss or nothing.
By the way, we're going to post this on social media too, so it's not to say that...
Yeah, it's not like we're dissing it,
yeah.
I mean, it's not their fault. I mean, that's just what they do, It's up to us how we react to them. But, I mean, that's just what I would say, yeah, like, screw everything. Like, you see people on social media doing cool stuff, cool, but, like, just focus more on you. Like, focus yourself up, build yourself up. Do what you got to do for your life. Whatever, everything that you're seeing on social media that you want, it's going to come back in your life because you're doing all the work to get to that point. Then you'll be like, oh, it's not maybe as flashy as I thought it was, Not saying for you,
No,
I'm just saying for whoever thinks like that or feels like that.
No, I think I probably when I was doing Instagram in the beginning, I probably had that same mentality of like, oh, let me show everybody my best life, let me show what I'm doing, let me show where I'm going at, let me show like... But at the same time, I'm not really thinking about the consequences of what that's doing either to myself or to other people.
Ooh.
And now I'm starting to analyze what I post on social media, why I post it, who it's for, like, and maybe this is me just going over analyzing shit, but that's what I do. I don't give a shit. That's who I am. But I try to think about. I know I'm kind of talking in philosophical terms, but. I'm trying to think about things in terms of suffering and stuff like that, and I don't want to be contributing to suffering. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that person that contributes to someone else's, bad day or whatever. And I see that in a way like, it's not to say that other people are going to interpret your good day or bad day and blah 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 and perception, but at the same time, I don't want to be, I don't even know what to say. Just contributing to that negative feedback loop, like, hey, look at me, look what I'm doing, ba ba ba. You know what I'm saying? I want to be posting things sparingly in between, but in a way where people can still relate to me, but not feel like I am a flashy person or this or that. And that's why, I hesitate to put things. I really do hesitate. Like, I look at a picture, and I think, do I really want to post this on the gram, or should I just keep it for myself? Like,
yeah.
Because there's some things I do want to keep for myself, and then if you get to know me, then I'll share those things with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to post my entire life, because then it's just like, then it's just, you're sharing everything. You leave no mystery for the person. And part of life is, discovering people and talking to them and getting to know them and understanding where they come from and understanding the mundane, the dull. And I think to understand the hard shit is probably one of the best things to go through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And one other thing too, for the fellas out there who are chasing tail, right, ladies, most of the ladies on Instagram are clout chasers. Not all of them. Not all of them. Some girls are freaking cool.
All right.
But a lot of them are clout chasers. So by you liking them or you messaging them or you commenting on their stuff, you're only hurting yourself. So just, honestly, all I would say is just go do you, bro. All those chicks that you're liking and you're the ones you're liking and you're basically the ones you're basically giving your time to, they're all going to come to you later when you're actually on your purpose and doing your thing. Then they're all going to come without you not even having to try as much. So what a lot of girls on Instagram do, and that's just who they are. It's nothing bad against them, That's just what they like to do. But I'm just saying, for the fellas who really want to improve their lives, that's something I would really consider is screw all that. Just go out there and go do you, man. And then I'm telling you, in time, if it's not today, if it's not tomorrow, just be patient and
yeah, exactly.
They'll all come.
Yeah, it's about finding who you are, knowing who you are, and discovering who you are first before going out chasing other people.
Yeah. It's fun, but still.
Nothing is worse than getting in a relationship with somebody who has no personality and no fucking, nothing. If I would hate myself if I were to date a girl and she was fucking as dull as fucking watching paint dry. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, if all she does is on social media, then what are you really doing? You're literally watching other people live their best life, but you're not doing anything. You're just being a spectator.
Yeah.
So you got a choice. Pursue a passion. If you like photography, go take some photos. If you like writing, write a fucking big ass story. If you like painting, paint. Pursue your hobbies, so that way you as a person can also develop. You're a multi-dimensional person, so try to pursue that.
Yeah, definitely. And if anything, if anybody out there has passions or they feel like they don't have anybody who's following them or giving them any shout outs, I can't do everybody, but if anybody is interested, just send me a link and I'll just post it on my story. I don't mind doing that for somebody who really wants to get their stuff out there and they just want extra help. I don't mind just sharing it on my stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's because I want you guys to succeed. I'm not really worried about everything else. Don't worry, guys. The ladies still be there. They're not going anywhere. So just don't worry about that. Just focus on you, bro. You'll make it.
When we created this podcast, we created it with one of the intentions. One of the pillars of the whole podcast was to be able to bring people up from the Bay.
Hell yeah.
Because that's, we have some people that do. We know about the artists that do come from the Bay, but we also want to bring people up. I think in these crazy times or whatever, right now we need to be together as a team and help each other out now more than ever. This bullshit of trying to be this person that is fear mentality, scarcity mentality. We're trying to hog everything. That shit's past. That's past tense. We shouldn't be worried about that. Right now, our community needs us, and we need our community, and so we need to be able to help each other. And so one of the things that we've been talking about, me and Angel.
Hell yeah.
Me and Fuego. Sorry, Angel.
It's all good. Angel, Fuego.
The fire. He got the fire.
The one and only. No. That's Ludwig is the one and only.
But one of the things that we aspire is to help other people. So that's why we do like to have our interviews and be able to share with you guys other people that are from the Bay and stuff like that, because we do want to help each other out.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, just if anybody's interested, if not, what I'm saying, we, as long as you're happy, dude, it's all we care about. But yeah, I just wanted to put that little spill in there because, like I said, I want everybody to level up, but, I mostly want the fellas because I know a lot of them, are very ambitious as well, and they're stuck on something else that can be helping them grow instead. So, yeah.
Like in what aspect?
Well, my aspect, I'm saying more like chicks, like chasing girls. Yeah, cause I mean, I was there, you know, like, yeah, like I was so like dedicated to like, oh, I'm trying to get chicks, or I'm trying to like, you know, I'm trying to get like a girl, whatever, right? And it never worked out, and I was spending a lot of time, and I was just like, what the hell am I doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I got to the point where I was like, what the hell am I doing? Like, this isn't cool. Like I could have been doing other things, you know? So it's just like, yeah, I just got to the point where I was like, nah, screw that. Like, let me just go work on me. Like, I'm not I'm not even doing all this because I'm like, oh, once I get my purpose, now I'm gonna get the chicks or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even my goal. Like, cause I know it's gonna happen, but I'm just saying, like, hella confident. But nah. But
it's better to be overconfident than under. I'll say that.
but it's just like, you know, I was like, nah, like, I'm not happy with my life, just me. Like, what if nobody was here except me? And or like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what if that wasn't an option? Like, what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like, I was like, nah, screw that. I'm gonna go level up. Then, you know, you kind of learn things here and then, and you're like, oh, yep, I'm out. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah. So some of us guys, I mean,
Yep.
we become, and I think this is part of the reason is us guys, we don't really know how to talk to women in a way. Like, we think we picture women, what, you know, some guys don't have fathers, some guys or they don't have brothers, or they don't have, you know, resources
somebody to guide them. Yeah,
to guide them. Yeah, so we absorb information. The only way we know how is through media, and through media I mean movies, music, TV, shit like that.
Yeah.
And some of the shit that the media tells you is so confusing. You know, you'll have you know, one of the main things is like, oh, the dude has to be a cocky motherfucker. He has to think he's the better than everybody else to pick up a chick, which is wrong. And then you have the opposite, you know, the opposite fucking, which is like the pussy ass motherfucker who has like 10 carry-on bags and shit like that at a shopping mall. I think that's the way to win a girl. But that doesn't work either. So I think part of the issue, I mean, I agree with you. Sometimes it's focusing on the wrong thing, but it's also we're also getting information that's confusing for men, and I don't mean it like.
No, it's just so much. There's just so many opinions out there. It's really hard to find which is the right one.
Exactly.
But it's only with experience, you know. That's really where you have to like. I mean, you have to be you have to go out there and do it.
So we talk about like working on yourself, and if you don't, that's like the very first step. If you can't, if you don't work on yourself and you don't have any hobbies, bro, your life is gonna be a struggle. Okay.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta work on who you are and be the best you can be, because if you're trying to, you know, whether it's pick up or go in a relationship or whatever, girls will smell that shit a mile away. Okay, they got a great bullshit detector. They can smell that shit a mile away. So just be the best who you can be, and then that will come out. That self assurance and self confidence will come out when you do talk to females and all that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so just exactly. Once you start leveling up, like, then you'll naturally just get that confidence. Like, damn, all right, you know, like, and my purpose is like, I don't know, you can be working out, getting your body in shape, you know, working on your goals. It can be a lot of things, but just you as yourself, just shit, man, just grow as a person, grow as a man, you know.
Read things that challenge you. Read things that challenge your beliefs too. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get caught up in confirmation bias and just seek out information that we already think is true. Yeah. No, try to seek out things that are opposite to your opinion, and listen to the argument, and then you make that decision. You know, don't just rely on what other people say, or just don't just rely on what you already think is right, because sometimes you're wrong. So just try to seek out difficult information contrary to your belief, and try to see where that is.
Yeah, hell yeah. So just I guess that's just my spill and all that. No, but for the ladies too, you know, you as well. Like, if you want to get your body right, you want to get your body right. You want to be there more for your family, for your kids. You want to, you know, make more money, or you want to find a new job or a new passion, or you have these hobbies that have been putting off. Like, yeah, and, ladies too, like level up, like do your thing too. I mean, we're all here together, so let's just, I guess, all of us improve. I know it's hella crap out there, but I mean, I guess it's just the life I live, but to each his own.
Nah, I think you're right.
To each his own.
You're right. There is a lot of crap in the sense that there's a lot of information that you have to really question where it comes from, and you really have to look at the source, where the source is, who the source is, where you're getting the information. Do they support organizations? Stuff like that. You got to really be careful about what you read, and just make sure you
really do a lot of research, like a lot.
Yeah,
like a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Don't just go by what some doctor said or what some. Titles they're respected, but you also got to understand there has been people that had titles that have said some crazy shit that don't make no kind of sense and need to get bopped in the head. You know what I'm saying? So don't just go by titles or by people or by family. You try to be your own self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And by that I mean try to be your own. Use your own thoughts. Don't just go by what other people are saying, just because it's convenient.
Yeah, hell yeah. So yeah. That's my motto for the year. Level up.
Level up.
Level
bro.
up. 'Cause, man, for real, like, man, I'm like, that's just like my religion now.
Hey, maybe that's not a bad religion to be in.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
No. Yeah, I'm cool, man.
Man.
But yeah. What's up? Nah, go ahead, bro.
No, I don't know. Go ahead.
I guess to switch gears a little bit.
Go ahead. Let's go. Let's go down any rabbit hole you want.
So, I don't know if you guys heard about this thing called the stimulus check. I don't know if anybody has received any or not, or don't even know, like, doesn't have any idea when it's coming or like anything like that. So I guess from what I've been reading, it's like, I guess if you did file like taxes, then they'll do like direct deposit. And this is the last week too, so good thing we're doing it today, because I guess this is the last week that they're giving them out. Either checks or you're getting direct deposit. The thing is that if you don't know which one, I'll put like the IRS website on the link, just so people can go in there and check it out. Whoever done taxes, so they can get like an update on when it's coming. And also too, I guess it tells you on there too if a check is gonna be mailed to you.
Interesting.
Yeah, because one of my homies, he was telling me that I guess because he got his, I think he does direct deposit, but this time around they're giving him a check instead of the direct deposit.
That's weird.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
yeah, so I want to know why. Like that was weird. I was like, wait, what? So, in case for anybody who still hasn't received it and is trying to figure it out, like I'll put some info down there for anybody.
I'm not gonna lie though, when I got my 600, I celebrated. No, but like I thought it was just gonna be like a regular day. I checked my my bank.
Yeah.
I just went onto the website and then I saw the transaction. I'm like, what? Did I just get $600 richer? What? I was just hella happy. I was like screaming.
Hell yeah!
You know what I'm saying? Like,
600.
Because it's extra money. Like it helps. Every dollar helps. Especially right now in these crazy times.
For real.
I was hella happy, bro.
That's
I don't
sick.
even know, because I wasn't expecting it too. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't. I mean, I don't really watch the news like that.
Yeah.
I try to watch. I'm mostly on Netflix and shit.
Yeah.
Watching whatever, but. And then I'm just random one day. It's like, let me just check my transactions. I just want to make sure everything's cool. Because I want to make sure, like, I always like to see my transactions.
No, yeah, just in case anything.
Yeah, because sometimes you find some crazy shit. And then I was like, oh shit, what the hell?
Oh yeah, cool.
Because I did my IRS through direct deposit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it goes through TurboTax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, sick. No, yeah. I was like, because that happened. I think it was like, I was like waiting. I was like, what the hell? Like, all right, it's been a cool minute. It's been 2 weeks. So I was like, okay, there's one more week left. I'm like, all right, I'll just wait, And then I was just like, I think it was like Saturday. I was like I got here and I'm like, all right, before I get to work, let me just see what's up. So then I'll hop on and bam, I was like, oh, show.
Exactly, right? Just random.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool. So then,
I was surprised, to be honest with you, because these like in these times where neither side would like want to talk to each other, I was surprised they actually agreed to something.
Yeah, at least
because they weren't something. They can't even agree when to take a shit. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously. For real, it's like hella political out over there, man. Like
we need you. Like, this is the time we need you, and then you're not doing your job. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of people. They're just working for their constituents and not for the people. Yeah. And that's what my opinion is.
No, I've read about that too. Yeah, they're more about having their own party win than what's for the people.
Exactly.
So it kind of sucks.
They got lobbyists. They got to fucking give hand jobs to and shit like that. So every once in a while, give a quick rub and shit.
Yeah. So like you said, it was cool that they passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for real, I was like, all right, like, because I mean, last time was what? Like, was it May?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so like, shit.
And here in California, where like small businesses are closed, bro, like
it was all bad.
It's crazy going down to Walnut Creek, just driving and everything's closed.
Yeah.
My mom was telling me how she went. I guess she went to go do something. I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
But she was just driving through Walnut Creek, and it's like, it's sad because, I mean, we grew up out here. We're used to going downtown Walnut Creek. We used to go out, get food once in a, we don't have hella dough, but once in a while go to a nice restaurant, have a few drinks, give a good tip to the server, and like we used to, and then just driving down and being like a ghost town.
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro. I don't even know how small businesses survive in this. Like, I give my shout out to all those small businesses because, man, that shit is rough. Like, here you thought you were gonna have a business, you got money, you took out a loan, you got a place, you're paying employees and stuff like that, and just to have everything just silent, that's rough, man. Yeah, that's rough.
That is hella rough. Yeah. For real. I mean, that's how I started the year. I was like, all right, I'm gonna kill it, and then it was like, oh, COVID hit, and I was like, oh, never mind. So imagine them who really established themselves, and imagine how long it took them to even get a store, a location.
Yeah, bro.
And then just to lose it like that.
I'm thinking
that's crazy.
Walnut Creek, but I mean, San Francisco is
anywhere, bro. It's bad everywhere.
I mean, I agree with you, but I agree with you to a certain extent though, because the rent in SF is fucking.
Oh yeah.
It fucking. Yeah. I don't even know how you pay rent. I think people do drugs or something because, like, or you're a millionaire or like someone's in the mafia or something, because I don't know how you pay rent in San Francisco. I don't know how you pay 3 G's for rent. You know how crazy that shit is? Bro, if I had 3 G's, bro, I don't even know. I'll tell you, I don't even know what to say.
At least you can do a house payment out here or something.
Bro, you can get like 2 houses out here with that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like a 1-bedroom.
Like you can get like 2, bro, with that type of money. But bro, man, yeah. So to have a small business paying 3 G's for rent on top of like employees and all that shit. Like, I know because my mom used to have a small business in the city. It used to be in the Mission, and this was before the Mission got gentrified. It was still on the process of becoming gentrified, but it wasn't fully. So, yeah, she used to have like a little bookstore, and it was the only like Latin American bookstore in the Mission that wasn't just Christian. There's a Christian bookstore that was in Spanish, but we had our own little niche. But man, that shit was like. Every month it was like a loss for us, man. And this is before Amazon took over. This was still like,
oh wow.
And then once Amazon slid into the DM, bro, it was like, and then everybody just started ordering Amazon,
bro.
And so yeah, I mean, small businesses, man, those we gotta support them somehow, some way. Yeah, even if it's us as consumers, like if it means ordering through online, or chatting up with a small business owner. Or something, making food trucks for if restaurants can invest in a food truck and kind of do something like that. I don't know. It has to be some kind of like, because if we're still coming out of it and it's still gonna take us some time. We got the vaccine ready. We're still ramping up on the vaccine, but it still is gonna take us some time to get through the weeds.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we don't even know how long this is gonna last, anyways. So
Yeah, I mean, like I'm also thinking about like you know how restaurants are struggling too, you know.
yeah,
But also, it doesn't just affect the restaurant. Like when you affect the restaurant, it affects everything. It affects who, like the farmers that are buying the restaurant that's buying the stuff from the farmers, and then it's also affecting on the out end, like people who work DoorDash and shit like that. Like if restaurants close, then they're gonna also not gonna have as many jobs too,
Yeah.
because they rely on that for income. So people that want to be freelancers or independent contractors that are doing that, they're going to be struggling too, because the amount of
no, yeah,
supply and demand.
no, and even businesses like the actual business, they're doing their own delivery service now. They're like, we're not gonna pay for like DoorDash, we're not gonna pay for
Good
Uber
point.
Eats, so we're just gonna do it ourselves, because I mean that's all we can do. So that's how they're saving money, but still, like you said, now those people will lose their jobs.
Yeah.
It's just like, man.
There is a whole, I don't know if it's still going on, but there was a petition to have like a special election to get rid of Gavin Newsom. I saw this on the news.
Oh wow. Uh-huh.
Like some people are really upset, like nail salon owners, restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're trying to get him out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're trying to get him out. They're trying to like get a special election and then try to vote for the opposite person. But it's a tough. I would hate to be a fucking governor, bro. Like, because then you got to make a choice, right? You got to make a choice. Like, do you open businesses and risk people getting infected and then overwhelming the hospitals, or do you keep businesses closed so that way the hospitals can do their magic? You know what I'm saying? Because that's like, I mean, you have to choose. I think it's a choice. There has to be a way to do in the middle, but I don't think we have done enough studies to do all that. But I think there has to be a way, because people, I mean, small business, restaurants rather, invested like all this money on outdoor dining because that's what the governor said, and then to lose everything just like that, I don't know, man. That's rough.
Damn, that is a freaking sticky situation. Yeah, like tiptoeing, trying to figure out what is right.
Yeah, like what do you like? What's morally right? I mean, how do you choose?
Yeah.
Do you choose like? Because in one way, people are suffering the fact that they can't pay their bills and they're going bankrupt and losing everything that they work for. And in the other way, people also losing like, you know, their health and going out in situations where they shouldn't be, and then overwhelming the nurses. And then what happens if we don't have enough nurses to take care of those people? Like, what happens if we don't have, who's going to take care of the people that take care of people? Type of thing.
No, yeah, man. And I bet all those nurses and doctors are working hella overtime right now.
Oh, bro, yeah, they are.
So, man, I bet they're hella dead too.
Yeah,
like,
so that's
like,
so
damn,
how
we're
do
trying
you
to be off.
There has to be a medium, like a middle ground, but I don't think we've figured it out yet. And I think people are getting frustrated. Business owners, nurses, you know, I think we're all getting to that point.
Yeah.
So we need to just hopefully, I don't know. There has to be some kind of balance. I think there has to be something.
Yeah. Man, that's man, that's crazy. I want to look into that. It's interesting.
Yeah,
for real.
I think last time I checked, it was like a few weeks ago, and the petition was at 800,000, and they need
wow, yeah.
Yeah, 800,000.
Wow.
800,000. I think you need like 3 million people. So.
Oh damn.
Yeah, bro. I mean, people are really upset with this guy. I mean, like, and then him going out to a fucking restaurant and shit like that. Like, you telling us, bro. You're telling us to stay home and shit like that. And then you're going out with this fucking fancy ass wine and shit. And just so you guys know, I'm neither left nor right. I'm independent. I don't subscribe to either the left or right. I subscribe to mine. Just
subscribe to our channel though.
Yeah,
just, you know, if you're gonna subscribe to our channel, right, guys?
Yeah, so that shit got me. I mean, that pissed me off. And then when what's her name, Nancy Pelosi went to go get her hair done, but like, oh no, you guys stay inside, movement. But I was heated, bro.
No, I feel it.
People can't get hair, like regular barbershop owners, hair salon, like they're losing their jobs because you're telling them to shut down, and then here you are going in
doing the opposite,
thinking you're the fucking shit. And yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, either you do it for everybody or you do it for no one. Don't try to say like you special privileges and this and that. I don't give a shit if you're governor or senator. if you're playing by the rules, you gotta be. Everybody better be playing by the same type of rules.
Yeah.
Because then you're not really. You're saying that some people. You're not saying it directly, but you're saying it in a way. You're saying like, some people deserve more treatment than others, or better treatment, or deserve special services because of your position of power.
Yeah, like they can get away with that.
Yeah, exactly. And then so if we don't hold these people accountable, like, what does that tell us about what we do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like we get walked. I never thought about it like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, we're like getting walked all over on.
Yeah, like you telling us to stay home and shit like that, and then here you are acting exact opposite of what you told us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I thought, like in the beginning, I felt like Newsom was doing hella good. Like, I mean, you know, that's just what I thought. Like, I was like, man, he's doing really good. Like, I know everything's closed, but it's not right. But I think that's where he messed up when he got caught going out. I was like, damn, I don't know how. Like, I don't know how you come back from this. Like, they're telling everybody, you're telling the whole state pretty much is bad, but then you did it. You know?
Like, I don't know. I think California.
That's where he messed up. I'm like, dude,
California is such a big state. We have 40 million people. I think there has to be some kind of like, either by county. I don't know how to do it. I think maybe each county does it its own way. But then how do you handle COVID? Like, I don't even know. But I think California is such a big state. It's also super diverse when it comes to people. Some people live in rural areas. Other people live in cities. So I think there has to be some kind of like, you need to be able to differentiate what's acceptable in a city, what's acceptable in a small town, because some of those small towns, all they rely on is their small businesses. They don't got big business, and they do that shit on purpose because they don't want to have a fucking Walmart or a Target or whatever. Yeah. They want to rely on just the locals and visitors and shit like that.
That's dope.
So to say, and then when you shut all the business down, you're shutting down a lot of those communities, and then you're putting more poverty into those communities than intended.
Man.
So, I don't know. That's just my spiel.
No, I feel it. It's all good.
Because I guess it hits me because I came from a family who had a small business. So to see that, I'm like, I see what you're doing, but at the same time, there's no other way you could have gone around it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Because all those restaurant people, like restaurants, they don't make like a shit ton of money. Their margins are like very, very thin.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever talk to like a restaurant owner or whatever, but they don't make like hella dough like we think.
No, yeah, no.
So like I feel for those restaurants, and you know.
Shit. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's from your perspective.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've never really. I mean, I thought about it, but just never really like heard about it. I would say, yeah. Like, I mean, I read about it, but I never heard it from their perspective, like somebody who has a small business or was affected by a small business because of COVID. Yeah,
it takes. I mean, the cost is the big cost is like rent, insurance, and then you gotta pay your employees, and then you gotta pay
benefits and everything.
Exactly, and then you gotta pay just
supplies, everything else. The cleaning of the hotel.
Exactly, supply, exactly, inventory, and then just the regular maintenance like water, heat, you know, all that shit adds up.
Yeah.
So,
man,
but yeah. Anyways,
goddamn COVID.
Have you heard any new music lately, or
new music?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Nah, I just listen to like, I don't know. I'm not really into a lot of new music, or I would say rap. Like I'm not really into a lot at all. I hear about like stuff that's going on. Like let's say like I guess Eminem and Snoop Dogg are having beef. But
what the heck, really?
Yeah, but besides that, like I don't think it's major though.
Just regular music or whatever.
Yeah, like I just keep it like I listen to like reggaeton for sure, like J Balvin show.
Yeah. Reggaeton is dope.
But yeah, like reggaeton, or I still play Tupac for sure. Cause there's a lot of gems. Like there's a lot of gems and a lot of Tupac songs. That's why he's my goat. Tupac, yeah, cause he's too sick. But yeah, like new, nah, I haven't really like followed it. I feel like it's, I don't know.
music is tough to keep up nowadays because there's so much new content.
Yeah.
I mean, which is cool because then you create your own niche, and then you can just you can find that audience for that niche. But for me, it's hard to keep up too. Like the person I really like is Jordan Lucas. He always puts out really cool.
Sick.
His music I really enjoy, and then his music videos, bro. Oh man.
Yeah,
when
Jordan?
he directs his music videos, he directs some of them.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he directs it
What?
with some other dude. I forgot the guy's name, like a French last name. But yeah, he directs it, and man, they're like, he's a really good storyteller, and I like how he tells his song like a story, and he gets you engaged.
Damn, that's
I feel like
sick.
he does it in a way where other artists are just kind of missing the ball, but he engages you in a story, and you really feel like you're part of some kind of, you feel like you're part of a story, and
Yeah.
that's like really important when it comes to music or whatever type of art form. If you can tell like a really vivid story, you can relate to your audience. So I really like the way, and I still listen to like his old, not Childish Gambino. What's the other one? I'm Not Racist.
Oh yeah.
Listening to that back in this time, bro, that shit is.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah, it hits hard.
Dang,
Especially
sick.
with like when we were watching like BLM.
Oh yeah.
BLM out here.
Yeah.
And then watching that again, like it's still a lot of it still kind of relates.
Wow. Yeah, that's one thing that hella sucks. Freaking racism.
Yeah.
That shit hella sucks.
That shit was crazy. And yeah.
Nah, but Jonah, yeah, he's dope. Yeah, he's really talented.
Him, watching Childish Gambino too. This Is America.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another good one, bro. Like, we're talking about like, you really want to listen to something that makes you think and stuff like that. Watch that video, and then also do the research of the little like he has all these little like hidden meanings.
Oh, like Easter eggs.
Yeah, in the video.
Oh, what, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I check it out.
he adds like all these little details in This Is America, and it's really interesting how he did it and the way he creates that art.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm about to check it out. That sounds cool. Yeah. I like those Easter eggs. Like,
yeah. He puts a lot of little meanings like that talks about that song.
Sick.
It's funny when in that, on that video there was a Toyota Corolla, a red Toyota Corolla. And This Is America.
I feel like I've seen the video once.
Okay.
I mean,
there's towards like the end of the video, there's like a Toyota Corolla. I'm like, hey, that's my car. But I used to be in my old car. There's something about an old Toyota Corolla. I recognize that shit from far away.
No, that's cool. And even when you're like in your car and then you just see it, like somebody else driving. Yeah, it's still cool. Like
you're riding your old car. Like,
yeah, hell yeah. That's how I feel with like Hondas. When I see Hondas, I'm like the old school ones. Yeah, I'd be like, there I go right there.
Let's go. Where my homeboys at, bro? That's all funny.
Man. But yeah, I'm gonna check that one out. It's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool little music video.
Freaking This Is America. Cause I heard the song, but like I just maybe I've seen the video once, but I guess maybe because I didn't really like it that much. Yeah, I just never gave it like any thought. Like I heard it was cool.
Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Yeah. Watch it again and watch it with an open mind.
Yeah.
And give it a chance, and then you're gonna see all these little meanings.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you'll know it at first because there's so many of them.
No, yeah.
But just watch it, enjoy it, and then go back and then watch like a video that talks about all the little faces and shit like that. Yeah. And then you'll see like, oh shit, he did all that on purpose. Oh wow, I never thought about it. Oh, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
no, that's exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna hear the song and then I was gonna watch the
exactly.
video.
Enjoy it first, watch the video, sit back, and then go back and then kind of go more in depth about it.
I'm about to get my popcorn.
That is a good time for popcorn and nachos.
I know it's kind of weird, but I've been craving popcorn. I don't know how to change it, right? But I've been hella craving popcorn for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, it's all random. I'm like, what the fuck? Popcorn.
Buttery popcorn? Or?
Yeah, butter popcorn. Yeah.
That shit is different.
I even got my tapatio. I'm like, oh, bro, I'm about to get some popcorn.
Yes.
I'm about to get some popcorn.
Bro, that's when you're broke and you can't afford chips. Popcorn is the best substitute, bro. You get popcorn, you get chili, you get like a fucking bottle of tapatio and just mix that shit up.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah!
That's like the poor version of chips.
And also too, like if you find just the kernels, like you can put them in like a I don't know something that won't just get melted by the microwave, and they'll still pop in there too.
Mm.
Yeah, because before we used to like I learned it from my mom. Like she would put like an oil, and then she would put oil, and then she would put the popcorn, and then they would like and then they're made. And then I forgot who told me. I don't know if it was like a coworker, and she was like, you can just put it in the microwave. I'm like, nah. Oh, what? It wasn't a girl. It was one of my dude coworkers. Because I remember exactly who it was.
Excuse me.
Shout out my coworker. But yeah, he's like, yeah, just throw it in there. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, it works. I'm like, what? So then yeah, lucky I had got one from work, and I was like, alright, I tried it, and yeah, boom, boom. I'm like, wow.
So you threw it in the microwave?
Yeah, and they were made. Yeah, because I was wasting hella oil making them on the freaking
yeah.
So I was like getting frustrated. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to waste all this. Like, I'm trying to because it's like I'm just wasting my money like to make one bowl. But when he said that, I'm like, oh,
just throw it in the microwave.
Yeah, and they're made. I was like, ah, cool, because I'm mostly just used to them like in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should have thought about that. Like it's the same concept, but oh well.
Like the ones that you just buy that are pre-made, or the ones that you just have. They're in their bags, right?
Yeah, they're in the bags or they're in a bottle. Yeah, but same thing. Yeah, yeah. You can just put them in a bowl or something like a container. And just put them in there.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I was like,
I was thinking about getting some. I didn't either before the podcast or after the podcast, but I was thinking about getting. I don't know why I have this craving like of like tamarindo, tamarindo shit is like my shit, bro. Yeah. I love tamarindo shit. Like I used to really like sour shit, but I can't eat that shit no more. Because it just hurts my teeth. Because I have residing gums, and that shit hurts. But tamarindo, bro, that's just so good, bro. And then there's these little like Mexican candies that I think I brought them here at one time. Yeah. That pulparindos or something. Yeah. Like that shit's so good too. Damn, I miss having tamarindo candy. I was thinking about hitting because there's a liquor store by my house.
Oh yeah.
And so they have all kinds of Mexican candy.
Oh crap, yeah.
Yeah, I went one time and I just wanted to kind of explore or whatever, and I noticed they got hella shit. I'm like, it's been out here all my life, man. I just barely discovered this. Hey. Because a lot of places they don't sell tamarindo candy. Yeah, no. They don't sell it like that. You gotta kind of find it, or if they do, they sell hella. And I'm like, I ain't trying to have hella. I'm just trying to have a few, Yeah,
I just want a couple, yeah.
Yeah, just a few. Yeah, I was thinking about that shit.
Yeah, nah, I feel it. I mean, yeah, the one I'm not a big fan of tamarindo. Like, I don't like it for like at all. Yeah. But the one you got, that one was cool. So I think it was like the watermelon flavor.
Yeah, the watermelon. Oh, that shit was sweet and sour and spicy at the same time. Like, bro,
I was not expecting
the food scientists are doing something right with this candy.
For real, it was hella good. I was like, damn, like it hella got me by surprise. I was like, dang, like I didn't even know I was chewing it. I'm like, damn, this is hella good.
It was like, it hit differently. Yeah. So I had the other one, the red one, the hot ass one. Yeah, I've had that one before, the spicy one. But I never tried the watermelon. What, watermelon? So when I tried it, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. I'm probably gonna start buying.
Yeah, if you guys ever want any tamarindo can that's fire, it's that one right there for sure.
Yeah, bro. Watermelon, tamarindo. It doesn't sound like it goes together, but it goes.
But it goes, yeah. It hella goes. That I could eat. That one I could eat for sure. I eat like 3, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, like I could eat that.
We actually found them at a 7-Eleven. Yeah. Off of Monument.
Yeah, off of Monument, yep.
And that's where they had them. And I'm like, what? 7-Eleven? Because 7-Eleven, the one by my house, they don't have that. Mm-hmm. So it's very, I guess 7-Elevens are independently owned. So it really depends on which one you go to.
Yeah. But that one was unexpected, though.
Yeah, it wasn't. I was not expecting that either. Like, damn, they got it right.
They got De La Rosa. That one is my favorite.
Oh, De La Rosa?
Mm-hmm. That one's super, I know.
That's the one that's like powdery, right?
Yeah, it's like the mazapan. Yeah,
yeah, mazapan. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That shit goes, too.
That shit is, man. That one I can eat for sure. Yeah? Yeah. But I just need some water, though, but...
Yeah. It's like eating peanut butter. Like, have you ever had peanut butter? That shit gets you, like, thirsty, right? Yeah. It's the same thing. Yeah. You gotta eat it. You gotta have, like, a water bottle right next to you. But then you're like, I need some water. Like,
yeah, I'm like...
You're gonna just cough up like a cloud of, like... powder.
Like, you ever seen that on White Chicks? Have you seen that part?
Yeah, where that shit was hilarious. Talk about a movie that goes bad, bro.
For real.
Thank God. I mean, I'm so glad that movie got made at the time it got made, because with these social justice warriors right now, bro, that probably would not be passed.
Bro, there's a lot of shows that I'm like, dang, at this time, bro, it's all bad.
Yeah, I mean, some of the cartoons even that we watched as kids, I think they were raunchy, but they hit the right spot of being raunchy and but not too raunchy. Like it hit a level where you could still understand it as a kid, but it still has some adult humor in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like overly grotesque.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the one I think of that hits hard is the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Ooh.
Some of the humor, bro, like it's like straight like that shit should have been made for adults. Like, that show could have been made for adults. Like there's ways you can interpret that if you see that as an adult right now, you'll be laughing hard because some of that shit is like super.
Oh wow!
Like, it's like dark humor, but like I said, you could understand it as a kid. It could have been made for adults though. Like if they really wanted to push the envelope, the makers of that show, you could like, I can see how it could be made for adults.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, because it has like grotesque humor, it has all kinds of like people dying and shit, and like just Billy, he's like kind of like a crazy like hyperactive kid who always gets into trouble, and then Mandy is just like kind of like this psychotic girl, but she kind of has a little bit of empathy, but not hella. She's always trying to find ways to destroy the world and shit. Like, I don't know. I'm so glad it got made at the time, because if not, all the mommy bloggers would be blogging and talking about how this is too grotesque for kids and we gotta protect their feelings.
Man, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's one cool thing about it, that I'm not like on social media no more. I forget all that. Like I forget that's how the world is now, because I'm not in that world no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I forget like that, but I still, I'm still very like cautious, but I'm not like, I guess I'm not as worried anymore, because it's like I go on like Twitter and then I read something somebody posted and it's like hella people in their feelings and I'm like, what the hell? But now it's like I don't even know, because I'm not there.
Yeah, you're just you found a way to detach yourself from it, I think.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, I had to.
Because the more of your personality, or the more you value it, the more you become like part of it. It's like a weird thing.
No, yeah, definitely. You get sucked into that world, and it's like I had things to do, so like it's kind of wasting my time.
It's cool to check. For me, I think it's like
once in a while,
just to check.
No, yeah, I do.
Like it used to be real bad for me. Like I would check in and I would be like, check in everybody's stories and shit going down, like typing like. Yeah. It was all bad. I would spend like hours on. It wasn't good for me, and then I noticed my mental health was getting affected by. Mostly I would have more down days than good, and those down days I would notice it would be when I would be on social media a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wasn't aware of why I was doing it, or it was just like, I'm like, fuck, why are these people doing it? I should have like when I stop, you do that. I don't know why I did that. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of like a subconscious it's a reaction, I guess. And then when I just slowly wean off of that, I'm like, are these people really posting that? Like, what's going on? Like, you're able to be analytical, you know?
Yeah.
That's
sick, though. Ooh.
Yeah. The funniest thing is the documentary, The Social Dilemma. Mm-hmm. The people that make social media also are the people that don't want their kids to be on social media.
Yeah.
Because they know how bad it can be. They know, like they don't want their kids to be in. They have all these strict rules. They have all these retreats, detox, or whatever the fuck that means. Social media detox. I put that in quotations.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if they know how bad, if the owner or the person that is working there is telling their kids to not get on social media, maybe that's a sign. Like, hey, we need to slow down a bit.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna use social media, one other thing too, I would use it more to like promote whatever the hell I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I use it for mostly now. I don't even I don't really got much to show. Like, what am I gonna show you? Like my socks? You know what I'm saying? Like you want me to show you like I don't know. You want to show you the front of my spot? Like, it's like I really don't have anything to show you guys. So
That's
like,
a good point, though.
So like, what am I gonna like? I got something cool to eat. Like, cool. Like, but it's like, you know, it's like if I'm gonna show something, at least something cool. You know, something like freaking cool. But it's like, but to sit there and like, oh, now I want to do it. It's like, no. It's like, all right, well, I know I can just use it as a business side, and I'm just gonna promote my stuff. And you know, people are gonna like it. People aren't gonna like it, or don't like. I mean, it's not really my opinion to be like, oh, what do they care, what they don't. At first, I was like that. At first, I was like, oh man. But then I was like, nah, like.
In what aspect?
Like I used to be like, I guess I wanted like that validation. Like, all right, I'm doing something good, so you know, people are giving me the love. And then I was just like, then I realized like, they're just not interested in like what I'm doing. So then you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't get that validation.
That's a good point, though.
Then it's like, okay, but that's where like that's what separates like the boys from the man.
That's true.
So like, so what do you do there? Do you run away? Do you like get mad and be like, oh, well, they don't like it, so screw it, screw all them, I'm just not gonna do it? Or do you be like, all right, maybe I'm not good enough right now, so let me just keep getting better, you know? And it's just I guess ways you can see it, but that's how I saw it. I'm like, all right, people like, I'm like, okay, only like 10 people are watching my videos, or I'm only getting 1 reply, or I'm getting 2 likes. Like, all right, I'm getting that right now, but I'll see later. Like later we'll see. Like if I stay on this, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get better. So, so like, all right, we'll see then. We'll see then. If I'm not better in like 2 months, then all right, then I really suck, or I need to figure this out. You know?
Right.
But yeah, that's really like one of the big testing grounds when you're doing like promoting, and when you're like really on like trying to start something new, is those moments when you're not getting that validation. Like, do you give up, or like what do you do?
But sometimes it feels good not to get validated.
It does. It feels amazing.
It feels good not to get validated. And I know it sounds contrary to like what do you mean not get validated? No, I mean sometimes you got to think about like when you go to work. Are you always seeking validation? Are you always trying to be that person that's trying to get the attention? If you are, there might be some some screws maybe a little bit loose, but. No, but like sometimes everybody's doing their own thing at work. You're not always trying to seek that validation from others. Sometimes it's okay just to be you and not get that validation. It just shows you that people are interested, like you said, in other things. Yeah. You don't have to always get someone's validation. You don't always have to be the fucking star child. It's okay if people are not interested in what you're interested in, because you have different interests. There's nothing wrong with it or bad. It's not good or bad. It's not black or white. It's just we are human, and we're complex, and our likes and interests can vary from one thing to another.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay from time to time to get some validation. You know, you kind of want to know if you're at least doing okay. You know, like at least you're on the right track.
I think you're talking about like feedback, which I think is different than validation.
Yeah, I would say yeah, but I guess maybe that's how I'm interpreting it. But I don't know. Well, I don't know, because feedback is one thing, but I'm talking about validation. Like, I want somebody to tell me I'm doing good on my freestyle. Not, oh hey, you should like maybe do this and that. Like, no, like tell me they're good. Tell me they're bad. You know, like.
Wouldn't you say that's more like feedback though? Like, because feedback can be positive, right? People telling you, hey, you're the best, blah blah blah, and you're always gonna have the negative feedback, which is people that are gonna be your critics. Yeah. And then you're gonna have the people that are in the middle, which are gonna probably tell you the most truth, because they're gonna be able to tell you what you're doing right, but what you're doing wrong. So I think what you're saying is feedback. I could be wrong. Yeah. Because validation is like, you want somebody to
tell me I'm good.
To tell you that you're always doing right.
But not like that. Like, okay, let's say for example, I make a song, right? And it's popping. I know it's popping, right? I get a Grammy. Well, that's my validation. That's how good I was. I got a Grammy.
Well, here's the twist, right?
All right.
I'm gonna throw you a little
go ahead.
advocate.
Go ahead.
Let's say your song was really good. Didn't get a Grammy, but got a lot of likes on YouTube. Is that considered validation?
Depending on the person. But if you're asking me, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you didn't, even though the Academy or whatever, the boarding governors of the
Yeah.
Grammys didn't give you that award, isn't that?
Well, yeah, I mean, just to be nominated is fucking, or even if I wasn't, I'm not trying to say that it's the merit. I'm just saying that's my. That's
I see
what
you're
I mean.
saying.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Like that's some people like that, you know. Some people want to know like, all right, this shit is cool, or they want to know that like, oh, I'm the man or whatever. So, yeah.
I don't know. I think you would have to seek. That's a tough one for me. I think you would have to seek out people who've been in the industry for time, people who know the business, but will try to see it objectively. But that's really difficult to find people like that because everybody's gonna try to say you're this and you're that, da 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 da. But I mean, the best. I think that would be the best, which is try to find somebody who can see it outside looking in and give you some pointers.
Yeah. Yeah. But that'd be like the feedback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, of course.
You want. I mean, yeah, it could have been. Let's say you did a good job, but let's say if you did one thing, it could have been a little bit more better. Or if you would have took something out, it could have been a little bit better. You still want to be a better artist or a better person in terms of like what you create. So it's good to get that feedback. Just I guess take it with a grain of salt. I don't know.
Yeah, it just depends. Yeah, I mean, it depends what they tell you too, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, but
context always matters.
Yeah, but, I guess just so we can have a middle of this all, just, they are two separate things. That's what I was trying to refer to.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that it's two separate things. So, yeah, I mean, just how I don't even know what the hell we were talking about.
We're talking about feedback and validation.
No, I know that. I'm saying like how I got to that point. I'm trying to remember.
Hey, I don't fucking worry about it. Just go with the flow, brother.
I just lost it right now.
You were talking about how you like to get validation because it shows you that you're going on the right path and that your art form is appealing to a group of people.
Oh no, yeah, but no, I wasn't saying me specifically. I was saying they're just, you know, there is people who do want like some validation.
Oh, I see. I thought you were talking about yourself. Okay, I misinterpreted.
No. Oh, okay. No. Yeah, no. I was just saying it's just like there are people who are on social media who, you know, do want a validation. Like, cause it's just how it goes. It's just how. I mean, it's because it's more layers to it, but
I was gonna say there's probably some like psychological reasoning.
Yeah, but I'm not really trying to get into all that. But yeah, yeah,
shit is deep.
yeah. No, I just like to keep I like to keep a lot of tricks in my bag.
Oh shit.
No, not like that. It'll be for another episode.
I see. There's always something to talk about. Trust me.
Yeah.
Man.
But hell yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I think I'm cool.
I was gonna ask one more thing.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
We're talking about how since we're talking about social media and validation.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like staying or trying to find yourself or trying to be a person that seeks your truth or seeks your what you really stand for.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is with social media, like I don't even know. I don't. This is gonna sound like a negative thing, but
nah, go ahead.
So I don't understand. So these girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like Instagram models.
Hey.
And I get to a certain extent why they do it. Yeah. So we're talking about validation and we're talking about seeking approval from others.
Yeah.
But at the same time, do they realize that's not a real career? Like, eventually your looks are gonna go, and you know, somebody who's younger than you is gonna take your place.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're always gonna be. If you're trying to race against time, you're gonna lose. I'm telling you that for a fact. Time is the great equalizer, brother. Your face is gonna get wrinkles. If you're a woman, your tits are gonna sag. If you're a guy, your balls are gonna go to the floor. Like, that's just part of life. Like, so my thing is, do these Instagram models know that that's kind of like there's like a short, I guess, golden hour, so to speak, or golden window for them.
Mm-hmm.
that they can only do that for so long until they eventually need to get a career.
Ooh. It kind of gave me an idea, and then I'll answer it.
All right, go ahead.
It would be cool, like, if we can meet somebody that's like an Instagram model, but from the Bay Area, that would want to get on, because I kind of want to hear their perspective. You know, like, but like us asking them the questions, that'd be pretty cool. Just because I want to just see like what they think. But for me, no, I agree with that. Yeah, like they're gonna get older, and eventually all that beauty's gonna go away. But I mean, I guess just me thinking, right? I would say they probably know that, and they just want to capitalize in the moment that they have that youth. You know, so they're like, oh, I'm just gonna like take advantage of it right now, and also too, I feel like since they know a lot of dudes are like simps, you know.
Explain what that is.
Simps
People who don't know.
Simps is like pretty much a dude who doesn't have his balls, I would say, the nice way to put it. Yeah, like he's so like he's always giving girls validations. He's always being the nice guy. He's always giving like he's just giving himself to the girl, and it's like he doesn't have a foot down on the ground if a girl ever crosses the line or anything. Not like that, but you know, like if she does something, like he's not gonna tell her anything. He's just gonna let her walk all over him, and then he's like willing to pay like whatever it is, or like you know what I'm saying, like to go like on fans only or like stuff like that. Like, yeah, or OnlyFans, whatever it's called. But
oh shit,
you know what I'm saying? Like like that's what they want to do, and they don't care. And you know, it's like I don't know. To me, it just kind of bothers me because they just give all this validation away for no reason. Like
maybe there's some kind of like is it masochist, or
maybe
there's like some there's that, but it could also be maybe they also enjoy and this is gonna sound kind of twisted, but they enjoy giving away their validation because it feels like they're fulfilling some kind of need. You know what I'm saying? Like they're I don't know. Like they're trying to give away their validation because that's they feel like they need to, or they have to, or something.
Yeah, or they like to.
Or they like to, exactly. Yeah,
because with me, I don't have a problem with anybody giving away. I mean, we all do. Like, what the heck? Like, I mean, if a girl's wearing something nice, like, I'm not gonna be like, that shit's hella ugly when I know it's hella nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's dumb. Like, I'm not like, yo, that dress is not the one. And it's like, she's like bomb, like 10, like a 10. Like, nah, that dress, you know, just. But.
So then, how would you differentiate?
Just real quick. The problem with me. This is my problem.
Okay.
Right? This is my problem because I lived it, and now I see how it is. Like I see now, I'm back on the other side, and like
I've been there too.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing wrong. I don't care if girls like, oh yeah, Angel, he used to like. I mean, I didn't really blow up anybody, but if they were to say something like that, I mean, I'm not gonna be like, oh nah. I'm just like, all right, yeah. I mean, I was hella beta, like I was hella like, yeah. And it's just I never knew I was. I thought that's just what you do, and then you learn. But my problem is dudes who complain, like oh, like
I see.
Like, oh, I want this girl, and I'll do whatever it takes. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, all right, you're gonna do whatever it takes. And then when it's like, okay, well, this is what you have to do, then they're like, oh, nah, you know, I really just can't do that. Like, what do you mean? Like, I have to do what? And it's like, okay, so then what do you like? That's my problem. Like, if that's what you know guys like to do, bro, do it. Like, I want you guys happy. But that's just my like. If you're complaining about something and you really are like really want to change, well, then do it. Like, don't just tell me like. You know, like, or not me, but, you know, like, just don't say it. Like, those are the ones I have a problem with. Like, come on, guys.
So the ones that are, like, the white knight, that are going to ride in the horse, and they're going to fucking go save the damsel in distress. I'm going to give everything. I got you, girl. Da-da-da-da-da. And they're riding, and guess what? They don't never arrive. Why?
Yeah.
Right? Is that what we're talking about?
No. Mine's just like, okay, like, let's say I go like, oh yeah, I want to have like, oh, I just had it. But basically, it's just if you want to be like that, like if you want to be like giving away your validation to girls, and you want to be like dating them and all that, or not dating them, but you want to give away your validation, and you want to be on OnlyFans and all that, then I would be like, okay, cool, then just do that. But then don't tell me you're trying to do this over here where you're like really trying to get a girlfriend and really trying to figure out like your mistakes and really trying to grow as a man so you can not make those mistakes and actually have a girlfriend, and you never do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even put in the work to better yourself so you can actually get it. You're just like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm just going to be on OnlyFans and I'm going to just stay giving away my money and validation because I don't really feel like putting in the work. That's my beef. I'm like, okay, well then don't tell me that. Just tell me that's what you want to do. I'm not going to judge you. Like, nah, dude, like, be happy, you know?
Figure out what you want.
Yeah, but just tell me, like, but don't tell me that, you know? Like, don't tell me this is what you're trying to do. Like, oh, I'm trying to get a girl, but then it's like, you don't want to even put in any work. I'm like, okay, well then. It's like, I didn't want to at first either, but I was like, oh, I don't want to live this life. I want to, if I want a girlfriend, like, I want to be able to keep a girlfriend. I don't want her to, like, I don't want to scare her or make her run away. Like, I want to be able to keep a girlfriend at least. Like, if I can't even do that, then, all right, then I got to keep working until I'm able to do it. You know? So, that's just my thing. Like, guys can be guys. Like, everybody lives their lives. But, yeah, that's just
I can see why that would be frustrating to you.
Yeah.
Like when somebody tells you, "Hey, I'm trying to do this and that, blah blah blah," and they do the exact opposite, and then it's like, "Bro, why are you lying to me? I know who you are. We hang out. Like, you can be real. Like, why do you got to be hiding who you really are from me? Are you ashamed? Are you afraid? Like, we're buddies. Like, we can talk about things. Like, we have no issue. So why are you trying to tell me one thing and you're doing the exact opposite?"
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just my thing, like, you know, for anybody, like, that's why, like, but again, like, I'm not, like, I don't know, I honestly, I really don't, like, I don't know, like, when people talk to me about stuff like that, like, I really don't, like, I'll listen, but I don't really, like, try my best not to put in my 2 cents, because I understand everybody's lives, and that's just how they're living, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, you need to do this, like, hell no, like, bro, like, go live your life, like, but yeah, that's just my only thing, like. So I guess just going back to women and validation, yeah, because that's where we were at.
No, that's cool. I like these rabbit holes. Like I said, I'm jumping down. Let's go.
Yeah, so I would just say that, like, I mean, they're all the Instagram models are pretty much getting it all for free.
That's true.
A lot of it. So they, I mean, hey, like, shit, they got nothing to lose, you know.
True. They don't have nothing to lose, but you can only do that for so long.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
And I hope, you know, if you are one of those Instagram models, like I said, enjoy it. You know, enjoy your youth, because your youth is your youth. You know, it's not gonna last very long. So enjoy your youth, but make sure you have some kind of plan or something, because once your youth fades, man, you're gonna find out that the world is cruel and beauty does, you know, we can talk about that later, but there is a certain type of beauty standards, and you are, you know, we do have first impressions, and that does matter. So, you know, like, expect that you're gonna get hit hard from reality. You know, don't think that flashing lights and fame is gonna keep you up. You know, that's my thing. Like, for me, it's I hope you have like a break glass in case of emergency. Yeah. Because you're gonna need.
You don't want to put all your eggs in. Yeah, or your marbles like in one, or whatever. However that saying goes, eggs in one basket, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you don't want to. Yeah.
Because I mean, we know you're beautiful. We'll probably, you know, the guys are gonna tell you you're beautiful. Everybody's gonna tell you you're beautiful. Yeah. But at the same time, you're gonna get old, and the good thing about being old is you're gonna get wisdom. So with age, you get wisdom, you get intelligence, and you just live your life. And George Carlin, one of my favorite comedians, rest in peace, he said, like, we're so obsessed with our beauty standards, and we're so obsessed with being young and looking fit and this and that, that even some people are afraid to say that they're getting old. They don't say old. They'll say, I'm this many years young. They don't admit to themselves old. Like, hey, like that. Why are you being delusional? Like, hey, being old is cool. Like, being old is real. That's what it is. Stop trying to deny the fact that you're getting old, because it is. And like this whole thing of like, well, I don't tell you my age, but bit like what, bro? Like that's so stupid. I don't even know.
You don't ask a lady for her number, bro.
I don't give a shit, bro. You should be. If you're talking about confidence and this and that, we're talking about confidence. Yeah. You should be confident of your age. Don't be. Why? What's so wrong saying I'm 30 years old? I'm 40 years old. Like what's the? Why is there a stigma of getting old?
Yeah, that's true.
Like you should be proud. Like we're talking about confidence. You know. Oh, you know, be confident. Do that. Like a lot of times, girls ask guys to be confident because some of the guys don't feel confident to go out talk to a woman and have a conversation with her. And that's a whole different confidence. But at the same time, how are you going to tell us to be confident if you don't even want to admit to yourself how old you are? Are you trying to hide the fact that you're getting old? It's a natural part of life. We get old. Everything gets old. Things get old. It's just like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, everything gets old, bro. Like, but even materials can get old and rust. You know, things rust. You know, time goes on. We get, for us as humans, you know, we get wrinkles, we get gray hair. You know, it's just part of life. But it's not about are you afraid of getting old. It's about how are you going to be able to change when your body changes. I think that's the bigger question.
Yeah.
When your body becomes 50 years old, are you going to be still treating it like if you were 20? Or are you going to try to treat it when it's like 50? Because your body at 50 is not going to be like the way it was 20 at all. And you should respect that. Respect the reality of that. And just find solutions. There's solutions, bro. You can always do something. And if you just bitch and complain, that's when I stop listening. That's when I stop. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, definitely.
There's always a brightness in the darkness.
Hell yeah. Yeah, for real. So, yeah, like you were saying, yeah, you know, so for the Instagram models, you know, like just, you know, I hope they have fun and I hope they enjoy it, and I hope, like you said, I hope they have like a plan B for later.
Yeah.
You know, but if they end up settling down or whatever, también, like, hey.
Somebody once said, and I'm pretty, like, I guess I can subscribe to that idea, but they said that
in our channel too. Yes, in our channel too.
And our channel. Support our boys. But I think it's fair to say, so a young woman, that's when, how did they say it? Let me try to remember how they said it. When you're a woman and you're young, that's like those are like your opportunity years, so to speak. That's when everything, you know, you got your looks, you're young, you can do, you know, because of that, they gained you access and opportunities that you probably wouldn't have gotten anywhere else, right? And then that's the inverse relationship for men. For men, we struggle on our youth, but then when we get older, we kind of find that's kind of our golden years because we gain confidence. We you know, we know how to look. We just carry ourselves differently, and so those are our golden years. So women that are young, and it's like between the ages of 18 to like 35, I think is like
prime
like
prime
yeah
age?
yeah, like the prime, like hey, like you can still go after things after you're 40.
Yeah.
But it's just not.
No, yeah.
You're not golden. You're silver. You know, you're still cool, but you're not. You know.
No, nothing like 20.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can use that to your advantage. And we do it all the time. You know, we do it all the time. Some, you know, a boss hires, you know, let's just talk. A boss hires someone who's attractive, whether that's a male or female, but isn't very competent in what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because of their attractiveness, they gain access to opportunities they probably wouldn't have gotten access to before. And so it's not better or worse, it's not sexist, none of that. It's just what it is, you know? And so if you're an Instagram model or whatever, I think for me, the way I see it is enjoy those golden years. I enjoy, you know, getting the likes, whatever. But just make sure you just know that it's not gonna last.
Yeah.
You know, that ride lasts for so long, and then you just gotta change. And there's nothing about, like I said, it's not bad or worse. It's just different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What if Instagram ended tomorrow?
Exactly.
Like, what would they do? What is their plan? I mean, they can go to like fans only. I don't know what the hell it's called, but that, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like they could go over there, but But still, it's not the same like Instagram. Instagram is a lot of like, cause I think you have to pay, right, for those like OnlyFans, whatever.
I think so. I don't know too much
like,
about it.
Yeah. So then I
gotta get somebody who knows OnlyFans.
Right. So then it'd be like, you know, how many people would? You know what? A lot of people would still pay. Never mind. You know what? I wish nothing but the best for you, ladies. Straight up. Not straight up. Like straight up. That's cool.
No, I just think, you know, just make sure you have a career like lined up, and if you want to make Instagram your career, that's cool. But just know that you're fighting. The battle that you're fighting is gonna be, you're gonna be battling. You know, right now you're 24 or whatever. And you're not gonna be 24 forever. You know, you're gonna be eventually 40, 50, and you're gonna be battling with a 20-year-old that's gonna look younger, and they're gonna have, you know, the skin's gonna be better and everything, just because that's just how life is, you know.
Yeah.
But don't be afraid of being old. Just be, open yourself to new opportunities when you do get old. Be open-minded. You're gonna have wisdom. You're gonna have opportunity. But yeah, that's just my thing. Like, let's not be afraid of. Huh? Oh no, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's just not be afraid of getting old, brothers. Like this.
Yeah.
That's just life, man. Life.
Yeah. Like, go ahead, brother.
Life is, it's continual.
Yeah, it's only one time, so I'm enjoying it until that's it.
Yeah, bro. I'm kind of excited to get old, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know people are like, oh, what? Your youth is a bit. No, because when you get old, you're going to get wisdom. You're going to learn from all your mistakes.
Yep.
You're going to be a wiser person, and hopefully you can pass that wisdom down to somebody else.
Yeah.
So there's something to that of being old, and, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And yeah, you get to leave everything you learn with somebody. And if not, you just write a book and leave. Somebody reads it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I'm probably gonna write a book, but later, not now. At least till like I'm 40 something, so I can write about a whole journey.
I mean, that's a good way to do it too. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I remember. Remember Gary Vee?
Mm-hmm.
He would talk about that, like, be like an 18-year-old try to write a book or be a motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker,
bro.
yeah.
Like, you haven't lived, bro. You haven't lived.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you can be a motivational speaker, but it's gonna be hard for people to relate to you because you don't have that much experience, or you haven't gone through life where you've been through the ups and the downs. Versus somebody who's a little bit older, like in their 30s or 40s, they've gone through different things. Like, they've experienced life. They tried different things. So the audience is going to be able to relate to you in a more deeper, meaningful way. Not as to say you can't be one. It's just the bar is that much higher for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know it's kind of changing, but it's still on it. I was watching this video. I guess it's like, I don't know how old it is, but I guess it was from Oprah. Like, I don't know how many years ago. But it was a kid. I don't even know how old he was. Probably maybe 10, maybe 8 to 10. And he was a preacher.
Mm.
He's like preaching the Bible to people.
Yeah.
It's like, do you even know what you're preaching? Like, do you know what they mean? And it's like, I don't know. I couldn't take it. I don't know. I seen the kid is a pastor or a preacher. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how I could take that seriously. Like, I'll be like, you're only like 8 or 10. Like, you don't even understand what you're reading.
Yeah, I mean, or you haven't gone through enough life experience to be able to interpret the Bible to what it means to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the thing too. Like, yeah.
He was good though. Like,
no, I believe it. I believe there could be.
He was good.
Some people got really good, talented gifts.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be that much more difficult, right? You're young. You don't have that much experience.
Yeah.
What are you going to tell us? You haven't lost a job. You haven't gotten a divorce. You haven't gotten, broken up with somebody. Like, sometimes you need to hit rock bottom. And we talked about this, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of hit like a portion of rock bottom. I wouldn't say
full.
All
times.
Yeah. But because of that, you can talk about that. You can talk about hitting rock bottom, bro, and you can tell somebody else, these are the mistakes I made. This is what happened. Blah 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 blah. Right?
Yeah.
Because you experienced it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
that's different.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk. We could talk all day about theology and shit like that, but that's knowledge. But wisdom comes with age.
Yeah.
Knowledge is different. Knowledge is knowing something. You can know all kinds of stuff, but still make mistakes. Being wise is knowing something, making a mistake, and changing after. not continuously making the same mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I think getting older is cool, and I wish hopefully more people will see that. Like, yeah, I'm excited to get old. Like, I'm excited to be 50 years old, 40 years old.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, it's gonna be cool. Yeah. I want to
And again, I'm talking as a 28-year-old, so I haven't hit there yet, but
yeah, right.
I'm also really I am excited if
oh,
or whatever.
You should, yeah, you should though. It's your life. What the hell?
It's something that's interesting.
No, yeah. Like I can see it from like the other perspective too. Like they're like, oh crap, like I'm about to die, you know. But then it's like, but you could die tomorrow. You know, you can die at any moment in your life. That's a good point too. So it's like, yeah. So it's cool to look forward to it because yeah.
Optimistically speaking, yeah. I mean, we could talk about all the types. You know, getting struck by lightning is 1 in a million. You could have been that 1 in a million, or you could have walked down the street a certain way and some dude was texting and you just chance
crash.
Boom. Yeah, exactly. We talk about all kinds of ways. Have you guys ever seen the show 1,000 Ways to Die, bro?
Yeah, right.
There's all kinds of ways to die. It's probably more than 1,000. But, you know, like, you just live your best life. You know, try to help as many people as you can. And don't step on people.
Yeah, man.
Don't try to get over people. You know what I'm saying?
Don't bring nobody down, bro. Don't be tearing people down.
That's whack. That's just so whack. I don't get people doing that.
And if you have, right? If you have, because it happens. We're human. We react, right? We react to certain events and things, because that's just how it goes. Apologize. Like, don't just water under the bridges. Like, apologize for your mistakes. Like, if you ever brought anybody down, or even then, just do it. Because, like, one, you both get to grow together, and two, you at least value the other person. It's not like you just brush them aside, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just bury him, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like, nah, because when it happens to you, you wouldn't feel the same. You'd be hella sad, or you'd be hella mad. So like, apologize if you ever bring anybody down. But once you learn from it, try your best not to, and just, you know, just keep moving forward. You know, because we all take L's. But yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm gonna say. Just don't be bringing people down. Like, that's just not cool. Nobody deserves that shit, like, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're already going through their own stuff, and then you come and being a freaking douche.
Fucking douche.
And just freaking worsening their day. Like, nah, man, hell nah.
Exactly. I mean, you have a choice, and perception is reality, right? What you think is, what you see in the world is how you live your life. So if you see things negative, you're gonna always. And I don't want to get before I go on. I don't want to. This isn't woo woo blah 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 blah. Right? This is real shit. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about use the power of the universe to fucking get $1 million to drop a plane to your house or some bullshit. Nah. I'm talking about science, perception, like how you view the world, the story that you tell yourself, how you see the world, is how you live in the world. So if you see the world as an opportunity, if you see the world as a way to grow and to be a person to like make change in the world, then that's how you live your life. Mm-hmm. But if you see the world as a negative, that everybody's against you, that then that's how you're gonna live your life as well. So you have a choice in this very moment. How are you gonna live your life? What kind of person do you want to be?
Yeah, just take it like a little step further. Like, whatever you tell yourself every single day, even if it's a habit, so most of the time you're telling yourself the same thing, that's basically the life you get. So once you start changing that story, your whole life changes, because you're telling yourself a whole different story. So now you're doing a whole different thing, doing a whole different action. So yeah, it's like whatever you tell yourself is how your life is. It's not nobody else's fault. It's not circumstances. It's not you being a victim, everybody out there trying to get you and ruin your life. No, it's what you tell yourself and how you react to things. So yeah, if you want to change your life for the better, then it starts with you, man. It's before anybody. Now you want to go out there and blame me for stuff, go ahead. I don't really care. Like, go ahead. Like, it's all good. But, you know, if you have to blame somebody, go ahead, you can blame me. But yeah, I think that's where it really starts.
Oh, let them take accountability for their mistakes and let them figure it out for themselves.
Yeah, but, you know, there's going to be somebody out there. You know what Angel said on the podcast? I didn't like what he said. Oh, my bad, y'all.
Maybe. And maybe.
No, but you're right.
Maybe that's their perception of you, though, and maybe that's something that they have to deal with themselves. Like,
yeah,
them telling you,
I hurt their feelings.
Yeah, like that's something that they got to deal with themselves. There's nothing you can do as a podcaster. You can't do nothing. You can't fix other people. That your responsibility isn't to fix people. Your responsibility is to be who you are and to be the best person that you can be. You're not responsible for other people's bullshit or responsibility. Now, if you did make it, like, then you gotta, be responsible. But if that person is blaming you for something that you know for a fact is not your fault, it's not your responsibility to fix it. It's not your responsibility to be amends. If they don't like you and you try and they still don't want to be your friends, it's not your responsibility to be like that.
Yeah, it's
your responsibility to be who you can be and the best that you can be. That's it.
Damn, man. Well said. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, bro. That's how I see it.
Yeah. So that's the goal for everybody. Right? We need you guys to level up, right? I mean, we're gonna do our part. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do my end for sure because I got a lot of goals I want to do. Just because that's just the route I'm going now.
Before you say anything else, I just want to say that I'm happy to see this new version of you. No, to be fair, like,
nah, thanks.
I think you grew in a way unexpected, but it was a good unexpected. Yeah, because I see you in a way where, like I said, I see this ambition I haven't seen in a while. Like, I've seen parts of it and I've seen pieces of it, but now I see you more like you're going at it. And I just want to say continue, and I hope you go for it.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Nah, man, you were really helped, so I can't take all the credit. Yeah, I mean, you try to make sure I was good. Like, you're helping me, like, how to, like, apply online and doing a whole resume again and really getting in the work. So, like, you never, like, let me down. Like, you were, like, making sure I was fine. And then I just, from there, it just kind of was, like, it kind of started opening my eyes a little bit. Like, all right. Like, he's really trying to help me out. Like, all right, let me start getting the ball rolling. Let me see what I can do. Like, still listen to what he's telling me, but let me see what I can do, like, on my end.
Yeah.
And then
personal growth, like you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's just cool, man. It just blew up. Yeah. Like, it just blew up. Like, it's freaking crazy. Nah, but thank you. Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
And in that note, we just want to say for you people that are listening, go tell somebody thank you. Somebody that you haven't talked in a while. Somebody that you wish you want to say something to. Say hi, say thank you. And is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, and just I mean, I guess I know I'm kind of going to go on the negative, but also too, if you feel like you owe somebody an apology or somebody's not going to give you an apology, like, kind of just try to let that go too so you can move on with your life as well. Because I feel like you need to, like, try to get rid of as much baggage as you can. If you're on a purpose, like, if you're just trying to, like, do what you're doing, then, I mean, I would still recommend it, but, I mean, I feel it, like, I know people probably have their families and they already got their life established and that's just how they want to live, so that's cool. But for people who are, like, purpose-driven and really want to, like, really start getting out there, yeah, I would say really work on all the baggage you have before you really start going out there. Because you won't have any time to think about what you're doing. Or it'll be like a distraction, like... Yeah, like, you'll be like, oh, well, I got this and that, and I can't do this, and then it's like, all right, well, still got things to do. So, because that's what I learned. But I guess that's just me on the negative. But to end it on a good note.
No, I don't think that's negative at all. I think...
I like yours. I like yours better.
I think it sounds like it's negative, but it's not really. It sounds like it could be. Somebody can interpret that as negative, but sometimes we need to have that moment of self-reflection where we need to let go of shit, because if not, that shit will be toxic. So sometimes we need to forgive ourselves.
Yeah, for real.
And and just forgive ourselves and make change, not just forgive ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So I know COVID is still affecting us, but if you have any chance to take a lucky lady out, take her out. Ladies, you know a fella, go ahead, take him out.
I was about to say, were you gonna say something else?
I just didn't know if it sounded right.
I mean,
I know it's supposed to be the guy. That's why I was like,
release valve is needed too now.
You know, we just wish you guys to have the best lives ever.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we ask, and you know, we all try to be a good time. And again, you know, for anybody out there that has anything on their mind or wants to be on the podcast, you know, we're always available. Just hit us up. You know, send us a DM. Let us know if there's any questions or anything, or if you want to comment down below. Go ahead. We'll have links to it from what we talked about on this podcast.
Hell shit.
Yeah, This is
I
pretty.
like this shit. This is a good podcast, man.
Yeah. So on that note, your boy Fuego is out.
See you later. Sonrisa out.
Peace.